Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Tom Gummy, and today we are back with another statue tutorial on the second channel. Of course, I'm going to be doing one a week every Saturday on here, so if you are enjoying that, let me know down in the comments below. But today we are continuing with the FNAF World series. Today we are doing Browboy from FNAF World, and this is very similar to some of the other ones we've done in the past. It's very similar to Balloon Boy, Balloon Girl, aka JJ, and also DD. It's along the same kind of format with the propeller hat, and it's just really a variation of colours plus a few small detail changes. So if you built them, it's probably easy to just pause at some point in the video and copy it over. But there are a few details, so if you want to watch it through, you're more than welcome to do so. So anyways, this was designed by myself. I hope you enjoy. If you do like the design, again, let me know. Let me know any improvements, any feedback. It's always good to have some comments down below. And also, do consider leaving a rating if you do enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already. With that said, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'll see you in the tutorial. Okay, so the blocks you'll need to build this statue are the following. You'll need brown stained clay, black wool, blue wool, purple wool, white stained clay, light grey wool, block of quartz, block of coal, red stained clay, pink stained clay, orange wool, and hardened clay. A map would also help, so if you want to grab them, that would be great. And yeah, if you want to pause here and grab them blocks as well, that would be useful. So what we're going to start off by doing is the legs. Now the legs are 12 tall by 8 wide by 4 thick. We're only going to worry on the front side for now, and then we'll get to adding the sides and the back later on. So as I said, they're 8 wide, so what we're going to do is the first layer is 8 brown stained clay. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, that's 8 wide. And the second layer is the exact same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So simply now, it's just a matter of working our way up layer by layer. So the third layer is black wool. Again, 8 black wool. The 4th, 5th and 6th layer is blue wool, so that's 3 layers of blue wool. The 7th layer is black wool. The 8th and 9th layer is blue wool. Now for the 10th layer, this is slightly more tricky but not very difficult at all, is 2 blue, 4 black, 2 blue. The 11th layer is 2 black, 4 blue, 2 black. And the 12th and final row for now is 1 black, 6 blue, and 1 black. So once you've done that, it looks something like this. This is a 12 tall by 8 wide rectangle, and that is the front of the legs complete. Now to prove to you, if you grab your almighty map here and go to the floor level, you'll see on Xbox and PS4, it should be Y5 if you're on the super flat world. It may be different, so feel free to check. You can do this again by going on your map, or if you're on PC by pressing F3. I'm not sure about mobile, but I believe it's probably the same as the map. That would make the most sense, unless it says at the top left corner, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you're wanting to look at your Y coordinate, and you want to be 12 off of the ground. So again, in this case it's Y5, and up here should be Y17. As you can see, Y17, that is 12 off the ground. So it's pretty easy to work out. If your floor level is, say, 10, then it should be 22. If it's 20, it should be 32. You get the idea. So, with that said and done, now what we're going to do is move on to the upper body and the arms. So, starting off, we're going to get our white stained clay, and we're going to go up diagonal to the left and up diagonal to the right from this black wall either side, using our white stained clay. On the left side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left, and on the right side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right. So essentially that marks out where the hands start and where the arms start, I guess, and we're going to worry about that later on. For now we're going to work on the body. That's simply just to mark out so we don't have to count. Okay, so next what we're going to do is on this black wall here, we're going to go up 12 using purple wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 purple wool. Next to that, we're going to place 12 black wool. So again, up in a pillar, 12 black wool. Next to that, 12 purple wool. Next to that, 12 black wool. 12 black wool. 12 purple. Black. And then finally purple. So the pattern, essentially, is a structure like Balloon Boy, It's in fact very similar to Balloon Girl, or JJ in fact, and it goes purple, black, black, purple, black, purple. Now the reason why there's 2 black in the middle is otherwise it's going to mess up at the sides and it's going to be all off, and it won't match on the front and the back. So that's why we're doing it this way. It also means we have a nice central stripe where we can add some details and it won't look off-centered. So again, right now you should have a 24 tool by 12 wide? No, 8 wide. 16 wide if you're including the arms, and it should look like this. Again, the legs from here to here, 12 by 8, and the body from here to here, also 12 by 8. Again, just as a little like proof, there you go, the Y level is 29, 24 blocks off of the floor level, which is 4. Again, do yours corresponding to what your floor level is, not what mine is. So, for the body, the one last thing we're going to add before we move on to the arms is the buttons. So, as far as I'm concerned, Browboy has 2 buttons, from the images I've seen. So you go to the center 2 blocks here in the middle, the 2 black wall, and we go down 1. On the left side, we place 1 light grey, next to that 1 grey. We then go down diagonal to left with the grey, and next to that we place 1 light grey, and that makes a 2x2 square of light grey and grey wall. That's button number 1. What we're then going to do is leave a 1 block gap underneath, and on the left side place 1 light grey to side grey, down diagonal to the left, and then next to that 1 light grey, and that's the second button. They're identical, there's just a 1 block gap in between. Now this is built on top of what we've already done, not into. It's a 3D effect, so that's something to consider. But once you've done that, it looks like this. Okie dokie, so moving on now, we're going to go on to the arms. So we're going to start on the left arm, and we've got this platform of 4 white stained clay. On top of this, we're going to place 2 more rows of white stained clay. We're then going to place 4 black wool. And just before we continue, I forgot to point out that the arms are 12 tall and 4 wide. So each layer is 4 thick, and that's what I'm going to refer to as a layer. So in this case, the next 3 layers is white stained clay. So that's 3 layers of 4 white stained clay, a layer of black wool. And then this is where things are slightly different. So on the right side, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, using black wool. To the left of that, we're going to place 4 purple, 4 black, and then 4 purple. So that is the arm. It's 12 tall, 4 wide. Essentially, it consists of 3 layers, should I say, of white stained clay, 1 layer of black wool, 3 layers of white stained clay, layer of black wool, and then 4 layers of purple, black, purple, black. And again, if you've done it correctly, it should match up perfectly with the pattern here, so it should go purple, black, purple, black, purple. If it goes, for example, purple, purple, black, then you've done it wrong, and you might want to go back and see where things haven't gone to plan. But yeah, as you can see, it matches up perfectly and flows nicely. Okay, so next what we're going to do is replicate that, but mirror it. So this side is the exact same, apart from the black wool is of course mirrored. So the first 3 layers is simply white stained clay. We're going to do the original layer we had, plus 2 layers. On top of that, we're going to place a layer of black wool. On top of that, 3 layers of white stained clay. On top of that, a layer of black wool. And then again, on the left side, we're going to build up 4. Then 4 purple, 4 black wool, and then 4 purple again. So again, 12 by 4. If you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. And this is what it should look like in total once you've done everything. This is the front of the body and the legs complete. I'm going to get rid of my arm and show you guys, I guess, a bit closer up what it should be looking like, just in case you need to. If you don't, feel free to skip ahead. You are more than welcome to do so. So, essentially, now we've got the legs, which is again 12 by 8. We have the body, which is 12 by 8, and each arm, which is 12 by 4. So, we're now going to move on to the sides. Now, these are easy, very, very easy, and shouldn't take too much time at all. So what we're going to do is go to the bottom left corner with our brown stained clay, second time lucky I guess with the pronunciation, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks to the left from this already existing brown stained clay. On top of that, we're going to place another row of brown stained clay, so that's 2 rows, and something to consider for the sides of the legs is that they are 4 wide, but we've already placed 1 block, so we're only placing 3 blocks on each row. So, the third layer is black wool, the 4th, 5th and 6th is blue wool, the 7th layer is black wool, 8th and 9th is blue wool. Then we do 1 blue, 2 black. And then the final 2 rows, the 11th and 12th, is 1 black, 2 blue, 1 black, 2 blue. So, 12 by 4, that's the side of the leg complete. Very, very easy. And you'll be happy to know that the other side is the exact same. So it's simply just a case of copying and pasting over. So we're going to come around to here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right, this time using brown stained clay. 1, 2, 3. Third layer, 3 black wool. 4th, 5th and 6th is blue wool. 7th, black wool. 8th and 9th. If I can place that awful placement there, my apologies, is blue wool. 2 black wool, 1 blue. 2 blue, black. 2 blue, black. Again, exact same as the other side. That is a 12 by 4, and that is the side of the legs complete. So, for the sides of the arms, this is very, very simple. All we're going to do is come around to the back of the statue, and to the back of this white stained clay here, the bottom row, and we're going to expand it backwards 1, 2, 3, all the way across. So on each side, we're going to extend it back 1, 2, 3, and that will give you 2 4x4 squares. So if you come below, you'll see a 4x4 square this side, a 4x4 square this side, both of white stained clay. That is the bottom of the hands, and that's the platform we're going to be working from. So we're going to start on the left arm here, and then we're going to move on to the right side afterwards. So for the left arm, we've already got this platform of 4 white stained clay. Again, it's 12 tall, 4 wide, but something to consider, again, similar to the legs, is that we're only placing 3 blocks because we've got this row here already existent. So it's only 3 blocks we're going to need to place on each row. So the first 3 layers, one of which we've already done, is white stained clay. So that's second layer and third layer. The next layer is black wool. That's the 4th layer. Then we got 3 layers of white stained clay. A layer of black wool. And then what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to go up 4 using purple wool. Then 2 rows of black wool in the middle, and if you do it correctly, it will link up with the purple wool right there. So it goes purple, black, black, purple. There we go. So that's what it should look like from the side. Again, this is very, very similar to the Balloon Boy statue we did a while back. If you've seen that, if you haven't, I'll leave a nifty link in the description if you want to go check it out on the main channel. I believe it was on. Then that'd be really cool, and I think you'd like it. If you've already seen that, then you'll see the similarities. Purely, the reasoning behind the similarities, by the way, is the fact that the characters are very much the same. It's just like different colorings, and yeah, they're very, very similar. And the noticeably big eyebrow, but we'll get to that later on in the video. So the right side of the arm is the exact same as the left side, thankfully. So the first 3 rows is white stained clay. So as you can see, simply white stained clay. We've got the first layer already done, so we only place 2 rows. The 4th layer is black wool. 5th, 6th and 7th is white stained clay. 8th row is black wool. Then what we're going to do is on the right side, we're going to go up 4 using purple, and the 2 pillars in the middle is black wool. That connects up perfectly like so, gives you another 12 by 4 rectangle for the sides of the arms, and that is the right side complete. And that means we can now move on to the back side of the statue. So again, before we move on, I'm going to give you a quick opportunity to pause. So come around to the left side. We've got the left side of the leg, which is a 12 by 4. And the left side of the arm, which is a 12 by 4. And then the under part of the arm is a 4 by 4. Coming around to the right side, we've got the right side of the leg, which is 12 by 4. The underside of the right arm, which is 4 by 4. And then the side of the right arm, which again is 12 by 4. Let me grab my arm, stitch it back on real quick, if I can find it. There we go. And we're going to come around to the rear side of the statue and start filling in the gaps, because there is a big old gap, and we need to complete it. So, what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to work our way at the bottom, and we're going to work our way right up to the top until we're ready to move on to the head. So, coming to the bottom of the legs right now, you'll see that we have a 12 by 8 rectangle, essentially. If we connected the top here using blue wool, we'd have a 12 by 8 rectangle. And also the bottom here, using brown stained clay. There we go, we got a 12 by 8 rectangle. The only problem is, we've got 1 column either side done, and it's an 8 wide row, which means for each row we're only placing 6 blocks, which actually is not a bad thing, it makes it easier. But that's something to keep in mind. I know some of you, when I say 8 wide, will physically build 8 wide and realise there's a block either side. Some of you won't, and then we'll extend blocks onto the other side, which is not what we want to do. So just make it perfectly clear. Again, it's 8 wide, including this side and that side, which means we're only placing 6 blocks on each row. Okie dokie, so with that said and done, we can now move on to actually building it. So the first 2 rows is 6 brown stained clay. I already did the other one a second ago. The third layer is black wool. The 4th, 5th and 6th layer is blue wool. The 7th layer is black wool. The 8th and 9th layer is black wool. Then we've got one black wool, or not black wool, blue wool. Sorry, my mistake. I think I was saying black wool there. It's actually blue wool. 1 blue wool, 4 black wool, 1 blue wool. There we go. I can actually say the right colours this time. That's useful. And then the next row is 1 black wool, 4 blue, 1 black. And then the final row, which I've already done, but you can see here, is simply 6 blue wool. Again, apologies if I confused anyone there. I could swear that I was saying black wool. I can't remember now. I have a really bad memory. But hey, yeah, you can see on screen what it should look like. Again, if I did confuse anyone with not being able to say the right colour, then I apologise. But it's right there. It shouldn't be too difficult to correct. Okay, so next what we're going to do is the body, because it's very, very simple. So on top of this black wool here, we're going to get our purple wool again, and we're going to go up 12. I'm going to go up randomly, try and match it up with the front side, which is all you need to do. So as you can see here, that matches up perfectly, which means this is 12 tall. So to right of that, we're going to go up 12 using black wool. Then we're going to do purple wool. Then we're going to do black wool. Then we're going to do black wool again. So we've got the 2 thick of black wool in the middle. Then we got purple wool, black wool, and then finally purple wool. So 12 by 8 rectangle, back of the body should look like this. Essentially it's a mirror of the front side, nothing too difficult there. And again the back of the arms, exact same as the front side, just a case of matching up. So first 3 layers is white stained clay, 4th layer is black wool, 5th, 6th, 7th is white stained clay, 8th row is black wool. Then what we're going to do on the right side, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to alternate it. So purple wool, black wool, and then we'll have the purple wool here existent already from the side. That's the back of the arm. Coming over to this side, again, exact same. 3 rows of white stained clay, layer of black wool, 3 layers of white stained clay, layer of black wool, and then on the left side this time we're going to place 1 black, or should I say 1 row of 4 black, 1 row of purple, and a row of black. Match up perfectly with the purple wool here, and it gives you something that looks roughly like this. That is the back of the statue, and what you'll probably notice is the fact that it's the exact same as the front of the statue, minus the 2 buttons. The beauty of symmetry. Okay, so before we move on to the shoulders and the head, again I'll give you your complimentary 3 pauses. So back of the legs 12 by 8, back of the body 12 by 8, and the back of each arm being 12 by 4. Okie dokie, so for the shoulders, again very self-explanatory, they're 16 by 4, but of course you have the outline already done. So what you can do for this middle part here, what we're going to do is go to the second, the third purple win, link them together, and simply all we need to do really is just match the colours up, which I'm having trouble with apparently. There we go. And it'll give you something that looks like that. And then for the rest of it, for this gap here, we're just going to simply fill it in with black wool. So essentially all you'll see on the shoulders is black wool. You can change that if you want. You're more than welcome to do so. But that's the look we're going for. So there you go. That's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's black wool on the shoulders. And in the middle, where the head goes, it's got the stripes. Again, that doesn't really matter because it will be covered up. But just for cosmetic purposes, I filled it in. So with that said, we're now going to move on to the head. That rhymes. What we're going to start off by doing is getting our white stained clay, and we're going to come to the left side. Make sure at the front, by the way, so you can tell with the buttons. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to this purple wool here. Place 1 white stained clay and bring it 2 forwards. We're going to do the exact same on the right side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th block we're going to place on top of this purple, bring it 2 forwards using our white stained clay, then we're going to link them together. So simply all we're going to do is build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it should link up perfectly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again links up perfectly, gives you an 8x2 overhang, and that's the chin. Coming round to the left side of the head, what we're going to do is expand it backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we do the exact same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to link them together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gives you an 8x8 square, and that looks something like this. So that is the template for the head, and that's what we're going to be building from when building this. It's a good template to use because it's very, very easy. So simply we've got the front side, left side, right side, back side. So we're going to start on the front side because it's got the most detail and it's probably the hardest part. Once you get that out of the way, you're going to feel great about yourself and you're going to have an awesome looking statue. So the first row is 8 white stained clay. The second row is 1 white, 1 quartz. We're going to leave a block, place 2 quartz, leave a block, quartz, white stained clay. Now in these 2 block gaps, we're going to indent 1 black wool on either one, so it's going to give the effect of like a 3D gap, like his mouth being set back a tiny bit. So hopefully you understand that and why we've done that. It gives it a nice effect. The next row is 8 white stained clay. So we're going to build it all over and it will look like that. The next row is 1 white stained clay. And for this part we will need our red stained clay and also our pink stained clay as well as quartz. So 1 quartz, 1 red stained clay, 2 white stained clay, 1 red stained clay, quartz, white stained clay. The next row is the exact same, but instead of red stained clay, it's pink stained clay. So 1 white stained clay, 1 quartz, 1 pink, 2 white, 1 pink, quartz, white. The next row is 8 white stained clay. And then we're going to alternate to the purple and black for the top, which is the top of the hat. So we do 2 purple, 2 black, 2 purple, a 2x2 of black wool, 2 purple, 2 black, 2 purple. Once you've done that, that is the face more or less complete. We are missing the 3D details, but I'll do that in a second. But as you can see, that's an 8x8 square. And if you want to pause here, you are more than welcome to do so. So, just looking at it, this is a prime example of why 3D effects are amazing, and you're about to see why. So, as you can see, it looks a bit rough, a bit different, not too realistic. What we're going to do now is get our hardened clay, and right above these 2 quartz here, we're going to place a 2x2 of hardened clay, and there's his nose. Now what we're going to do is make him look angry, because Browboy comes across very angry. So what we're going to do is get our coal blocks, we're going to leave 1 block, and on top of this quartz here, we're going to place a row of 6 coal. And that gives him his eyebrow, or his brow, and makes him look a tad angrier. At least I think he looks a tad angrier, but that's just the vibes I get from it. The reason why we're using coal blocks instead of black wool is because it blends too much if you use black wool with the hat. I'll show you why. As you can see, it blends and makes it look like it's part of the hat. That's not what we want. So we've given him coal blocks because it stands out a bit more. And also has a bit more texture to it, so it kind of looks like hair, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of clutching at straws there. It's more or less just so we don't have it blending with the hat. But it comes across nice, so it works. So, as I said, that's the front of the face complete. And we're now going to move around to the left side of the head. So, scooting around to here, you can see you're presented with something that looks like this. What we're going to do is work our way up layer by layer. So we're going to be building an 8x8 square again. The first layer is white stained clay, and so is the second layer. The third layer, starting from left to right, is 3 coal. 1, 2, 3, 4 white stained clay. The next layer is 6 coal. 1 white stained clay. The next layer is 7 coal. The next layer is 3 coal. 2 black wool. 2 coal. And then we're going to be doing the alternations between the purple, black, purple, black. So 2 layers of purple, black, purple, black, black, purple, and then black. So it links up perfectly like so. And as you can see, this black wool extends 1 block down and is too thick in this middle part. We're going to come around to the right side now, which happens to be the exact same. So what we're going to be doing is this time, rather than left to right, it's going to be right to left. So hopefully that's not too confusing. So The first 2 layers is again just white stained clay. The third layer is 3 coal, and then 4 white stained clay. The next layer is 6 coal, and I'm destroying the wrong blocks here. Whoops, there we go. 6 coal, 1 white stained clay. The next row is 7 coal. Next row is 3 coal, 2 black wool, 2 coal. And then again we're going to be doing the alternating between the black wool and the purple. So 2 black wool, 2 purple, 2x2 of black wool, purple, black wool, purple. Again, that's the side of the head. That's an 8x8. And if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to. So for the back of the head, which is here, you have a big empty gap at the moment. We're going to fill that in now. The first layer is white stained clay. It should already be done. The second layer is 1 white stained clay, 6 coal, and then 1 white stained clay. That's 8 in total, is what I meant to say. The next 3 layers is solid coal, so 6 coal on each row, like so. The next layer is 2 coal, 2 black wool, 2 coal, and then yet again we're going to be doing the alternating between the black wool and the purple. So it starts off purple, black wool, purple, black wool, purple, black wool. So once you've done that, that is the back of the head complete. So for the top of the head, which is of course here, the area where we've got the remaining gap, what we're going to do is start by making a cross shape out of the black wool. So simply where the 2 thick black wool is, we're going to bring it forwards or backwards, whatever you want to do, and link them together, and we're going to do it at the sides as well. So place a 2x2 either side, and that will link it together and make a cross, and give you 4 sections either side, which we still need to fill in. So the easy way we're going to go about this is in each corner we're going to place 1 black wool to fill in the gaps in between the black wools there, and that will make a right angled shape out of black wool. And then the remaining areas we're simply going to place purple wool in each corner, so 3 purple wool, and that will link up and make a solid shape like so, and that will give you something that looks like this. What we're then going to do for the propeller side of things is in the very 2 center blocks, or 2x2 should I say, we're going to place a 2x2 of black wool, so a little stud coming out of the hat there, and what we're going to do is get our orange wool, which is going to be the blades, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 from the front side, so a 2x3, we're going to come to the next side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, go to the next side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, next side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect, so that's 4 blades, 1 on each side, and each blade is 3 wide, or 3 tall should I say, 2 wide. And then what we're going to do, simply to cap it off, is on top of this black wool here, we're going to place a 2x2 of black wool, so 1 layer, and that will make the black wool in the center 3 tall and 2 thick. And that is the hat complete. That's the propeller complete, the head in general complete, and the statue complete. So what I'm going to do, of course, is going to clear my inventory, and then I'll get rid of my hand. I'm going to do a quick spin around of the head. You can always pause whenever you need to do so, or when you find fitting. So this is the front side again, 8x8. Each side is 8x8 for the head. This is the left side, the back side, the right side, the top, which is kind of like obscured or covered by the propeller. And then, of course, we've got the propeller, which the blades are 1 block off the ground, and then they're also 1 block from the top. Each blade is 3x2, and comes off the center pillar, which is 3 tall, 2 wide, 2 thick. So hopefully that's easy enough to understand. If you do have any problems with this tutorial, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to reply to you as quickly as possible personally, and offer some more personalized support. And if you did enjoy, definitely consider leaving a like, subscribe down below if you haven't already. Also check out the videos on my main channel, I'll leave a link to that in the description, as well as all the other videos I referenced throughout the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You have your very own Browboy statue from FNAF World. Again, any comments down below would be appreciated. Criticism or, I guess, praise is always nice as well. But constructive criticism is also great, helps make the videos better, and gives me tips for the future. So yeah, with that said and done, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name's been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine.
Won't you let the light shine through?